I know you have a new boss. How is it going?
It's horrible, man. She's always telling me what to do. She keeps pushing my buttons.
Say what?
Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Say What. This is the first episode of this binge watching that we are going to have here on this channel. So let's start with the first of these videos, and today we are going to check the expression pushing my buttons. So let's start. Okay, so the expression is pushing my buttons. The first part of this expression is pushing. That is the verb push, P-U-S-H, in the continuous form, pushing. So push is when you apply some force to something and you do it to the front. So this is push. For example, there are some doors in some buildings or some places that to open those doors you need to push the door, right? So you apply some force to the front. Push is the opposite of pull. So imagine a door, you can push the door or you can pull the door, okay? So that is push. In this case, again, we are saying pushing. A quick tip: the pronunciation of pushing doesn't have the final G sound, so it's like pushing, pushing. So if you are having trouble saying this word sounds exactly like the name of this lovely cat. Okay, so that's pushing. But what do we push? Pushing my buttons. Pushing my buttons. So buttons, B-U-T-T-O-N-S, buttons. What is a button? A button is a mechanism that you push when you want something to happen. Like you have buttons on your television. You push the button and you turn the television on or you turn it off. To the lights, with the lights the same. You push the button and then lights go off or lights go on. And in many different devices, many different things use buttons. Okay, so to make this expression even clearer, even more understandable, let's use a graphic example. This is an Xbox controller. So here, these are the sticks. You use this to make movements. And these four things here are the buttons. We have X, Y, V, A. These are the buttons. So right now, literally, I am pushing the buttons, right? But now, in this moment, somebody else is going to push my buttons. Now he is pushing my buttons. And I don't like when people push my buttons. This is my controller. So I don't like when he pushes my buttons. And that is exactly the meaning of this expression. When somebody pushes your buttons, this person is doing something that is making you angry. So you don't like when somebody does those things, and in consequence, you feel angry, you feel mad, you are not happy because someone is pushing your buttons. Okay, so that is maybe the most literal example we can think of somebody pushing your buttons. But when we use this expression, there are no physical buttons, so nobody is really pushing your buttons. But they are doing other things that can get you angry. And you say, this person is pushing my buttons. For example, we can start checking the example we used in the beginning, in the conversation, where one person asks the other about his new boss. He says, you have a new boss. How is it going? And then he responds, it's horrible. She's always telling me what to do. She keeps pushing my buttons. So this guy's boss, she is a woman that is always telling him what to do. Like, hey, do that. Did you finish that? I need that for tomorrow. Do this, that, do the other. So he doesn't obviously like that. And in this case, he says, she keeps pushing my buttons. So she's doing all these things that I hate that get me angry. That is the example we check in the conversation in the beginning. Now, what other examples or in what other situations we can use this expression? Well, maybe, for example, here, maybe I will use again the example of these recordings, these days when we record videos or podcasts. For the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, when I am in my studio trying to record the episode, for some reason the alarm of one car goes off. So it starts making all these all these noises, toot, 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 and the sound goes on for hours. So it's crazy. I said, okay, I have the episode ready. I sit down, I set up my microphone, I put on my headphones, I am ready to begin. And in that exact moment, I promise you, in that exact moment, the sound begins. And two hours and hours, and I am just sitting there, not being able to record my podcast. And the first time you said, okay, I mean, yeah, that happens, right? But this has happened like 4 or 5 times. So now this is pushing my buttons. Why doesn't he go out and turn the alarm off? I don't know, but that situation is pushing my buttons. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this expression. I hope you like this expression. It's a very common, it's a very useful, and it's a very fun expression. So I hope you like it. And I would love to know here on the comments what situations or what people or what attitude pushes your buttons. So let me know here in the comments. I am always on the comments. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel because we are going to make a lot more of videos. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow and keep it simple.